Hello folks, we all know that car insurance prices have gone through the roof in recent times, and sometimes that means that we can be easily coerced into buying an insurance product because it's got the lowest price, even if that's 5, 10, 20 pounds less than the next one. But have you considered fees? These are sometimes not always completely apparent to you when you take out an insurance, but fees could come from the insurance provider themselves or indeed from the broker. Basically the person you're buying the insurance from, the person you're giving your money to rather than the eventual insurer. So that's generally some kind of broker. Now, fees come for things like cancelling your policy, changing your vehicle, sometimes even for noting a change of name, something as simple as that. And they can be hefty. So I'm making this video not to throw anyone under the bus, okay, but simply to point out where these fees lie. We're going to start off with car insurance and we're going to have a look at one or two here. So here's one very large broker here. It's in their terms and conditions. Making change to your policy, £30 fee. Arranging an agreed value, that's for something like classic car or cherished car, 15 quid. Replacement telematic device, £85. Cancelling policies within the cooling off period, 30 quid. Outside the cooling off period, 30 quid. Arranging collection of bad debts, 35. Processing unclear checks, 30. Some of those you could say are quite justified. Some of them seem quite steep. Here's another one here. £39 fee for any changes made over the phone, basically. So if you don't use the customer portal and do it yourself, they charge you 39 quid. If you do use the customer portal and do it yourself, they charge you 24. So you're doing the admin, but you're still getting charged an admin fee. I struggle with that one. If you found any misrepresented information and or reduction of no claims bonus, £39. But to be fair, if you've said that you've got a clean driving history and you then input your driving licence information and you've lied to them, or you said you've got 9 years no claims bonus and you don't provide proof of it, £39 fee and that kind of thing I don't think's out of the way, because you should be telling the truth. If you want an insurance policy to actually work when it comes to using it, you need to tell the truth, folks. I'm sorry, but it's true. They'll charge you a fee for setting up your policy if you cancel it within the 14-day cooling off period that you get on every kind of insurance. That's between £36 and £50. Again, seems quite steep. Cancellation fee, 56 quid. So that's any cancellation outside of that cooling off period. So say you've got a car for 3 months, you sell it, you're going to have to pay £56 fee out of what comes back. And then looking at this one, if you cancel within the 14-day cooling off period, they don't charge you anything. You'll get charged an amount of premium for each day you're on cover. So say you're on cover for 3 days, they get the premium, divide it by 365 and times it by 3. So you'll pay 3 days premium in effect, but you get everything else back, but there's no fee. If you cancel outside of the 14-day cooling off period, £48.16 fee for car insurance and £11.20 for breakdown cover. If a claim's been made, obviously you don't get a refund, and that's the same with any insurance. You make a claim against it, it's been used. So you've had your value from the insurance policy, so you're not going to get a refund on it. But with this one, we don't charge admin fees for mid-term changes to your car policy, but if you want copies of your documents by fax, first class or special delivery, there may be a charge. Again, that's fair enough. So if you're self-serving completely, you're printing off the documents yourself or saving them somewhere yourself, you don't get charged. And they're not charging you admin fees on mid-term changes. So if you went and changed your car, it might have a higher or lower premium than the one you had previously. So you might get some money back or have to pay something towards it, but you're not also going to get hit with a 30, 40, £50 admin charge, as you will find in some cases. And then let's have a look at gap insurance. Now, I am sponsored by a gap insurer, and I don't want this to come across as bad darts in any way. I just want to make you aware of what else is out there. You may take gap insurance from someone else and you might not be aware of this, so it's very important that you do. Firstly, there are a couple of sites where you input all your information, you go to get a price, and then and only then, once you've got a price and you think, oh okay, I'll go ahead and buy that, do you have the ability to see a list of cars that actually they won't cover or they need pre-approval before they will cover them. And that might possibly mean you can't get cover, or potentially, I guess, perhaps they're going to even offer you a higher premium to put that car on cover. But there's quite a long list, and this is not just one gap provider. There are several doing this, and you don't escape the fees with all of them either. Just looking at this one here, clients who make telephone requests for changes to address or registration number will incur a fee of £10. If you do it online instead, then there's no fee. I guess someone's got to answer the phone, but okay. If you want to change your gap insurance onto a new car, so you've bought the gap insurance and then after a year or something you've changed over to another car, they don't charge a fee as long as it's not a more expensive car to insure. If it is, you have to pay the top-up premium and 35 quid on top. These things are not the end of the world, okay, but they're things that you should be considering. If you see one product that costs a little bit less than another, have a look at the covers, have a look at actually, are they going to charge me fees on the back end? You know, do I know what I'm getting into? I only know this about gap insurance, by the way, because before I sort of signed up with my existing sponsor, I vetted their policies. I spoke to a number of members of their staff, and I also looked at what else is out there in the market, because I don't want to tell you to go and get something that I feel is a bit of a pup. And I will never do that on my channel. I think if I start to do that, the audience will think I'm just a shill or something. They'll stop watching the videos. And I want more of you to watch the videos. So it's a big part for me. If I'm going to have a sponsor on my channel, someone that's going to support things long term, I need to know they're legit. So that's why I went with ALA, because ALA, A, don't have commission salespeople. B, you get everything when you do at the quote stage. All right, so you put in the make of the car, you put in everything, they give you a quote, and at that point, that quote's as good as gold. You can find out everything right there at any point. You can see what you cover for, you can read the terms and conditions. And they don't charge admin fees, folks. They just have a team of people that are there to serve you. And all those kind of things are important to me, because I've been stung by these fees when I've had to cancel insurances and things. Over the last couple of years, I've had a couple of cars that I didn't have for a full year. And one of them stung me 55 quid for cancellation fee. Another one, I think 45, because I wasn't going on to another car. And I had to do the cancellation myself online. So no one's done anything. And when you do these things online yourself, that's basically a front end to their back end system. So it does all the admin. So what are you paying for exactly? Now, why do all these fees exist? Are the brokers just being greedy? Well, not really. They're trying to survive and still make a profit, I guess, because it's very difficult to win new business now unless you're doing it via a comparison site, particularly for things like private car and household insurance. And those comparison sites charge a lot of money, like serious amounts of money. Getting on for 100 quid at times to take out your policy that broker has paid, and obviously to appear at the top of the list, probably also not taking any commission, could even be contributing towards it. So with some of them, their model relies on you having to make a change at some point in year 1 or year 2. So they get a fee to try and break even on what it's cost to actually bring your policy in the first place. And I think it's all a bit of a nonsense. I think this is something the regulator should step all over. I think if they controlled the fees that the comparison sites could charge, it would result in a better consumer environment, because you wouldn't be stung with a fee for 40 quid because you're moving house up the road, or you decided to put a new number plate on your car, and you're self-administering it as well. So I think it's something that needs to be looked into. The very long-winded message I'm trying to get across to you in this video is look at everything before you buy. Don't just buy because it's a fiver less than the next one. Don't just buy because it's 25 quid less than the next one. Think about it. Read the terms and conditions, understand the fees, and if you're happy with those fees, go right ahead. As always, big thanks to ALA Insurance for sponsoring this video. Use that code GYM10 to get 10% off things like gap insurance, warranty, key cover, scratch and dent, alloy wheel and tyre cover. The gap insurance is 5-star de facto rated, you won't find any fees on it, and guess what? They've got good customer service staff and not commissioned salespeople. Thanks ever so much for watching this video. Very few of you that are watching this are likely to be subscribers. It costs you absolutely nothing. It really helps me out, as do thumbs up. So please give it a thumbs up, please hit the subscribe button, and please come back for more soon. I'll see you on the next one.